Hi, I'm Dr. Mark, and I'm a voice teacher and stage director. Whether you're a professional pop or rock star that's wanting to take your performance to a next level, or you're just interested in making your car singing or shower singing easier and more comfortable and fun, I can help you get there. I'll start doing that today by reacting to and teaching you singing and performing tips that we can learn from the top performers around the world. Let's learn from Mamamoo performing Delilah as part of the Immortal Songs 2. Here we go. What do we know so far? What have we seen? She is in a bright colored dress, kind of a 70s feeling, eyes looking down. Music is with this a guitar alone. It's really simple, kind of this melancholy feel. That's what we get here at the start. Lesson to learn: before the music happens at all, what we do is huge. Remember, from the moment before the music starts, the music ends, the story is going. The film reel is going. The audience is gathering every bit of information to try to understand what's going on and make sense of it, to make a story of it. So you want to make sure that no matter what's going on, that what you are doing on stage is contributing to that story. And at the beginning here, remember, the beginning part of any story is that introduction, helping us set the emotion, the mood, the tone, letting us know who the characters are. At least we're getting to know who the characters are and the context of what's going on. This is a really clear mood setter. There's nothing that's confusing, distracting. It's building our anticipation to see what's going to happen next.
I saw the light from the night that passed by window. I saw the fake shadow of love on her flame. She was my woman as she descended me a watch and went out on my mind.
Really speech-like, really easy. Kind of got that breathy rasp in there a little bit. That gets this feeling that we associate and we're looking for. That gets the style. For those of you who are like, her English is a little hard to understand, well, get over it. Have you ever had to sing in another language? Most of the English speakers I work with don't sing English very well. In fact, a lot of the opera singers I hear actually sing in the foreign languages better than they do in their native English language if they're speaking it. So before you jump on the criticism train here, first of all, she's doing really well. I understand almost all of the words, and she's doing an excellent job with it. If I was not a native English speaker, English would by far be the hardest language for me to look at and the most intimidating to sing. Is she showing any of that here? Nope. She's rocking it, and she's right in the moment. She's so intense, she's so focused, and she's keeping our attention right with her. Excellent. They're keeping that placement nice and forward and buzzy. They're kind of keeping the sound that comes along with trying to narrow focus those sinus resonances, that feeling we talked about in previous videos where we're kind of pinching our nose off our face. That's kind of the sound we're getting here.
Time.
Okay, so now we understand everything that's come up to this point. It's all slowly been building the tension. It's set the mood of it, and it's set this softer tone, and now ramping up into this little bit more edgier, more intense moment. Again, the contrast is what makes these type of performances so exciting, and they set it up gorgeously. It was a perfect setup. So story-wise, what's going on here? Now we're into the Wrinkle. Love it. The rap, if you listen to rap, really good rap, it is all about consistent airflow and that legato line. And she's doing a gorgeous job here that we just finished hearing. Really, really consistent line. Still giving us a lot of expression, but it's staying in that consistent airflow and that legato line. Love it. The jaws dropped, ass bass in the back, forward buzzy resonance. Now we're into this clean, clear pop sound that we associate with this style. Before is that raspy, aspirate kind of sound that brought our emotions in, that sucked us in, made us feel empathetic. Now they're wowing us with this clear, buzzy, bright, consistent pop sound. Lovely. I love the rap. I think it is so expressive here. And having the contrast of the voices on top of that, man, love it. Her voice, much more tall in the back, less a little more covered in top, which is getting that warmer sound in the back. It's also a little heavier and a little more pressurized underneath up in this range. Warmer richer sound, further placed back, you're not hearing that same kind of buzz brightness, that same clarity up on top. It's a little warmer, a little richer, a little less ping. That's why she's pulling that placement right on back. There we go. So at the end there, you saw that when they're all singing together, the sound got a little more consistent across the whole group. More of that upper two smile came out, a little bit more add in the back, much more consistent across the group. That said, their sounds were still unique enough where it sounded like 4 different voices. They weren't super blendy, but again, that's not the point here. The point is that we're seeing these 4 really unique voices all combined into this one group that still somehow really feels like one cohesive ensemble. Love it. What can we learn here? A, performing wise, really think through the structure of your story. What is the story you're wanting to tell? And is it a story worth telling? Is it interesting? If it's interesting to you, it grabs your interest, it keeps you engaged, it makes you excited to tell it, that's cool. If you're bored by the story before you've even started singing it, you have not found the right story to tell. It's not the problem of the song, it's not the problem of the music, it's a problem of you spending the time to really think through and make sure that you are telling the story you're wanting to tell. Do they tell a compelling, interesting story here? They do to me. I think it's really fascinating. They have a great story arc. They give us a nice climax at the end, a false one, and then another big one at the end that kind of gives us this big hurrah on the way out. Really, really fun. And such high energy, such a nice roller coaster to go on. The challenge vocally from this week is to start playing with that kind of raspy, breathy sound to see what happens. If you sing really easy, really quietly, really gently, can you get that breathy, raspy sound and get in a way that's easy and comfortable here? Don't do it for long periods of time. Try to put it in a song for a phrase or two and see what happens. Don't go do the whole song that way. Don't go sing that way for hours at an end. Just try to start introducing that. It's going to help if you keep it a little more collapsed here in the back. Keep a lot of quantity of air going. The speed doesn't necessarily have to be super fast. And we want to, again, make sure that it's gentle. If it starts getting uncomfortable, tired, or fatigued here, stop it. Not doing it right. If you're wanting to explore these different styles, genres, making a unique sound that is your own or that belongs with the style, or just want to get a healthy, consistent vocal technique, find a teacher that can help you and understands the underlying techniques of all styles and also knows how to get you each style in a way that sounds right and is also true to who you are and true to your voice. If you want a voice lesson or performance coaching, book a time with me at mrperformingartstudio.com. I look forward to working with you or your group to help you sing easier or perform at a consistently higher level.